Today, I consider myself the luckiest man on the face of the earth.
The player featured in this video is Bo Jackson. He is represented by a 2015 Leaf Legends of Sport National Pride Autographs gold foil version. This card is numbered to 5 and has been graded by Stats Grading. Bo Jackson is also represented by a 2023 Panini Contenders NFL Ink Autographs Bronze. This card is numbered to 24 and has been graded by Stats Grading. If you tried to create the perfect athlete in a video game, speed, power, balance, arm strength, highlight real instincts, you'd basically end up with one name, Bo Jackson. But Bo's story isn't just highlights. It's a journey through 2 locker rooms, 2 leagues, and one moment that changed sports what-if history forever. Bo Jackson wasn't a good athlete. He was the kind of athlete that makes scouts sound like they're exaggerating. Until you watch the tape. At Auburn, he did it all. On Saturdays, he was a running back built like a power back who moved like a sprinter. And in the spring, he played baseball too, because apparently one sport wasn't enough. In 1985, Bo hit the peak, the Heisman Trophy, college football's biggest individual award, given to a player who was also preparing to be a pro baseball outfielder. And that's when the world realized Bo Jackson wasn't choosing a sport, he was choosing a path. In 1986, the NFL tried to make the choice for him. The Buccaneers took Bo Jackson number 1 overall and expected him to become the face of their franchise, but Bo didn't sign. A dispute tied to a pre-draft visit and eligibility controversy left a lasting fracture between Bo and Tampa Bay. So he walked away from being the top pick to bet on a different dream. And soon, the next chapter opened in Kansas City. With the Royals, Bo didn't take long to look like a problem. He wasn't just strong, he wasn't just fast. He was both at the same time, like the league hadn't seen packaged in one body. Then came 1989. Bo becomes an MLB All-Star, and in the All-Star game, he announces himself to the entire sport, winning All-Star Game MVP. That season, he puts up a monster line for Kansas City, 32 homers and 105 RBI. And while baseball fans were still processing what they were watching, football came calling again. The Raiders didn't just want Bo, they were willing to do what almost nobody else would, let him play both sports. So Bo shows up in silver and black and immediately looks like a myth. One of the signature nights comes on Monday Night Football, a game where he runs for 221 yards against Seattle. And then there's the run people still replay. The 91-yard touchdown, where he's so fast he disappears into the tunnel like the stadium couldn't contain him. Even with split seasons and limited carries, Bo's football tape feels like it's moving at a different frame rate. Then the what-if moment arrives. January 13, 1991, Raiders versus Bengals in the playoffs. Bo breaks a run, gets tackled, and suffers the hip injury that ends his NFL career. And just like that, the two-sport superpower that felt unstoppable stops. No more football, no more imagine a full season workload, no more what could his prime have been. It's one of the sharpest turns in modern sports history. But here's what makes Bo's story even wilder. He didn't vanish. He fought his way back to MLB, an uphill climb that became part of the legend, including returning after hip replacement. And while his peak was shorter than most superstars, his impact was huge. Bo Jackson became more than an athlete, he became a cultural icon. The name, the highlights, the Bo Knows era. It all turned him into a symbol of what pure athletic talent looks like when it's almost unreal. Bo didn't just play 2 sports. He made people believe they were watching something that shouldn't be possible. And that's the story of Bo Jackson, a once-in-a-generation athlete, with a career that still lives in the world's imagination. In 1990, Bo did something that sounds fake. He hit 4 home runs in 4 consecutive at-bats, spread across more than a month. On July 17, 1990, Jackson hit 3 home runs in 5 innings against the Yankees before injuring himself diving for a ball in the outfield. The ball he dove for became a Deion Sanders inside the park home run. Jackson returned from the injury sustained on that Sanders home run. he faced Mariners pitcher Randy Johnson. Jackson promptly launched a homer on the first pitch of the at-bat. 4 home runs in 4 consecutive at-bats spread out over 41 days. If you enjoyed this deep dive Bo Jackson story, drop a like, subscribe, and follow.